What's up, everybody? This is your girl, JusCookie, aka a real cookie, aka Big Cook. You are now tuned in to the JusCookie Show right here at Grimaldi the Gallery, 10555 Lake Forest Avenue, Suite 9A. Just follow the green dog, y'all. It's so simple and so easy. The place is a complete vibe. You will not be disappointed. Fashions on top of fashions on top of fashions. Speaking of which, y'all see me high rocking some more QB after dark. But anyway, welcome to the show. We have a really great show planned for y'all on tonight. There has been a change of plans, by the way. Instead of having Brandy G come on here and talk about all things Brandy Grimaldi, the slutty brand, and of course our topic for that evening, we've switched. We got a whole new show for y'all tonight. We're going to do that show next week. Do have another guest for y'all and a whole nother topic. We're going to get into that in just a minute. Worst date, best date, worst sex, best sex. And speaking of sex, I brought the sexologist on herself, QB After Dark, Shawniece QB. She's raw and raunchy. If you follow her on Twitter, she has a whole page dedicated to talking about sex. So why would I not invite her on the show to talk about sex with Big Cook? In the second part of the segment, we're going to talk about energy being contagious and what type of energy are you passing along? Are you a good vibe or a bad vibe? Find out tonight on the JusCookie Show right here on YouTube.com, arealcookie.com, coming very soon. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome to the JusCookie Show every Monday night, 7 p.m. right here on arealcookie.com. All right, everybody, welcome back to the JusCookie Show. I'm your girl, JusCookie, aka a real cookie, aka Big Cook. And Jamaica. I don't know why I always leave Jamaica out, but she's here too. Presidente. To my right, I have my guest and my co-host for the evening. Her name is Shawniece QB. She has a brand called QB After Dark. Sexy lingerie. Y'all see me wear. This is now my third time. You feel me? Am I going to wear one every episode? Oh,
Thank you for that.
Okay, so we're going to talk to her in just 1 minute. We're going to get all up in her business. But right now, again, I have to thank our sponsors, Grimaldi the Gallery. Make sure y'all come visit 10555 Lake Forest Avenue, Suite 9. I would also like to thank Linda. Listen, Linda, over at the Venus Experience, 7919 Maple Street. If you do not have a kitty doctor, ladies, get yourself a kitty doctor. And what I mean by a kitty doctor, not just the person that waxes your kitty. Anybody can wax your kitty. You got to get somebody that has some TLC, tender loving and care. And that is Linda. My girl Linda is the guru. She's in the business. She's been in the business a very long time. I don't want to tell her age by saying so, but she looks like a 25-year-old, at least by the body. Okay, Linda, I see you, girl. Big fine self. And I told her I was going to shout her out on today because we had such a great talk earlier. And I just wanted her to know that I always appreciate our conversations, and she really has a great bedside manner. I don't know if you ladies get waxes. They hurt. Okay, they hurt. I mean, I know I'm a G and all, but they hurt. But they don't hurt when I go to my Linda, because my Linda be talking and I be listening, and she gives great advice. So y'all make sure tell her Big Cook sent y'all. All right. So now to our guest. If you would like to give yourself a better introduction than I've given you, give them a little bit of background about yourself. Tell them whatever you want them to know, baby. We's nosy on the JusCookie Show.
All right, y'all. Y'all know it's me, Shawniece, aka QB. QB After Dark. Y'all know, of course, I started that on Twitter. Probably what it's 2010, 2011.
Dang.
So QB After Dark has been around, but now it is a brand name. Like, it's been around, and people were asking me, when are you gonna do QB After Dark the podcast? But instead of QB After Dark the podcast, I did something I consider to be bigger and started QB After Dark the lingerie. Cookie, I want to thank you for your support and for wearing the QB After Dark. I must say you looked extremely, extremely great in that all red last week
Thank you, my
with the
girl.
candy set, which is
Thank
available
you.
on QBAfterdark.com.
Okay.
But look, I come bearing gifts. My top that I have on is a QB After Dark top.
Some cute. You want to stand up and show them or whatever?
And
Give them a little
I
one,
came
too. Come
in
on, breast.
and gave her
Chilling.
one because I know I can rock it and she can rock it probably even better.
Okay. Thank you for
So
that.
I came in with the QB After Dark leather bodysuit. Is a bodysuit, y'all. But just to tell y'all about me, I'm from New Orleans, from the Seven Walls, born and bred. Um,
Oh, he.
hard head. But started the brand 2021. If y'all want support, y'all can do that. I'm a little local girl. Y'all love locals. We love locals. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. So thank you so much for that really wonderful introduction of yourself. I think you did a really good job.
Thank
If
you.
y'all didn't know, QB also has a background in talk shows slash podcasting because you know this is a talk show, baby. We have a real audience here. Hey, audience, girl. We will. But anyway, she has Three the Hard Way.
Yes, I've delved in the podcast. I didn't do QB After Dark, the podcast, but I did do Three the Hard Way with my homies 11 Wall Nick and EF Cutton, the legend himself.
Legendary EF. Shout out to EF. And happy birthday to 11 Ward, I believe.
Yes.
And I forgot to shout out all the Scorpios that I know. Like, you know, this is Scorpio season. Y'all know we really into astrology here. My daughter, female alien, my nephew Chris, my cousin Kelvis, my cousin Damien, my auntie Dorothy, that's my oldest auntie, my uncle Pookie, child, baby. We got
A
one
lot of
every day of the
Scorpios,
week.
huh?
A lot of craziness in the family. Okay, they talk about Gemini's, baby. It's the Scorpios. It's the Scorpios. You feel me? So anyway, is there anything else that you would like to say about your brand right now? Because we can move on into asking you some questions about you. You gotta get in your business.
She wants to get in my business. Let's get in my business.
So anyway, into your business, because you know here we promote healthy whole cells. I am the single specialist. Are you single or are you dating?
I'm single and seeing someone.
Okay, multifaceted.
You know, if you're not married
You're
and you
single.
filed single on your taxes, that's what I filed.
Hello.
I'm single.
So I made a post that said, ladies, I don't know who needs to hear this, but do not get caught up in one person. And I left out while dating, get you about three of them because I feel like
I
that's the
read that.
minimum. That's the minimum I feel like because two is never enough. And let me tell you why. The same way like women sync up and link up, and then our cycle start becoming the one. When you're dating just two men, for whatever reason, you're passing the energy, so they become one. So like one mad at you, baby, the other mad at you. So if you want to be smart and always have something going on, keep your third. For the people who are single and dating, healthy dating is having options. Do not get caught up with the first person. And this is me listening to my own advice. Do not get caught up with the first person that you find interested while dating unless y'all ready to move into a serious mode. But I advise everyone to just date neutrally until you figure it out.
I'm not the one that's going to talk to two and three people at the same time, and it's probably a flaw of mine.
It's not a
But
flaw. It's a realization. That's a part of you. That's who you are.
like, I can't
Trust me, I've
entertain all
always
of these
stopped for one
people
child. I don't know
because
why.
I'll be then forgot what I told this one and that one, and
Tell
then
them
I
all
have
the
to
same
come up with
thing.
some kind of lie.
Buy them all the same gifts. That's difference between a player that's a man and a player that's a woman. Women are more strategic when they play. Men are random and sporadic and all over the place, and that's how they always get caught up. They'll tell you they did something with you and for you when it was the other person. Baby, do the same thing with all of them. Buy them all the same gift. Okay? Don't even change the color. Okay? And I could tell on myself now because this is skulls and blows ago. But one time when I was into tricking, because I always used to like to buy men gifts, I don't know why. Because it's my love language as well. I like to receive. So your love language is ultimately what you are good at and do as well.
Right.
So I always buy gifts usually or initially when I'm interested in somebody and I like watches. So I buy watches, even though my auntie said do not buy no man no watch. I know what she mean by that now. That mean you watching him walk, you clocking him when he walk out your life or some crap like that. But it has some, don't buy him watches or shoes and like to buy watches and shoes, child. I'm crazy.
Wait,
But
I'm
yeah,
weak. I ain't here to watch one, but I
the
definitely
watch.
heard the
No,
shoes.
it's the watches as well. She said, "Do not buy a man a watch because he watching the clock on you, or something to that extent." I don't know. I should have been listening more, obviously. So a long time ago, I bought these guys the same watch, babe. I was proud of it too, because one of them requested it, so I couldn't do for one what I didn't do for the other, because I'm a fair cookie. All right, I'm just saying, baby. All my O's is going O's. Okay. Now I have no roster. And I'm sitting here trying to coach y'all because I ain't a player right now. I'm not in the game, but I have some plays. If y'all want some, email me at info@arealcookie.com. Also, if you would like to advertise or be a guest or be a sponsor for the show, same email. Just make sure you describe what you want in the doggone subject line. Thank you kindly. So anyway, you're a serial monogamy person, sounds like, right? So
Yes.
you believe in love with just one person,
Yes.
and you a Gemini.
Yes.
Child. See, they have the differences in Geminis. I'm a May, she's a June. They say the June Geminis are the crazy Geminis, but I've been finding that the June Geminis are the calmer, more relaxed, more homely. I'm not just saying you have to be homebody to be homely, but at the same time, they're more traditional. Like I have an aunt, shout out to Auntie Bertha, who has been married to Uncle Lewis. Shout out to Uncle Lewis too, forever. Like, and that's the only man she's ever loved and liked. And I just don't understand, child. I got to date him and see what's else out there. I got to see what was in the water. I like to throw the fishes back. I think I'm dating for sport at this point. Like I don't know, or for content. So I can have a story to tell y'all.
It's crazy though because my aunt, I think her birthday is like the day before yours.
And she opposite. She's homely too. See, also
She
your
goes
moon.
out and everything, but she's
Yeah,
definitely homely.
I'm homely. Look at me lying on the camera. But I'm not wild, and I've always been. I'm lying again. I was finna lie again. I was finna say I've always been with one person, but nope. When I tell my truth, I've always really liked two people at once. I've probably just stayed with one versus trying to have both. But don't think I ain't thought about you, babe. I like you too. But anyway, we gonna move on to the next question real quick before we wrap up the QB segment. I'm just so happy to have you in there. You know, me and my dog hang out for real in real life,
Real
and we
life.
actually have a really good time together. So let me give you a cheers to that, because this is my dog, Roof. The last time I think we really hung out was at the Fried Chicken Fest, huh?
Yeah.
And now it's on our to-do calendar per year, right?
Per
Okay, I'll
year.
see you at the Chicken Fest next year, my girl. We got to hang out before then, but I'll see you at the Chicken Fest for sure.
Definitely.
You came to the 40s party when I turned 40 last year.
Which was awesome.
Baby, Studio 40 was a vibe.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all that we have for QB right now. We're going to take a quick break, thank our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to get into the first topic of tonight, which is worst date scenario, worst sex scenario, best date scenario, best sex scenario. Commercial break. This message is brought to you by the JusCookie Show and Grimaldi the Gallery, located at 10555 Lake Forest Avenue, Suite 9A. This place is a complete vibe, you dig? Check it out. Make sure you tell them Big Cook sent you. Celebrating 1 year. Owner, serial entrepreneur, Brandy, also owner, Fashion Slut, as seen in Vogue. Baby, this is a vibe you can't get nowhere else. Y'all shop with her, support this black business owner. All right, y'all, we are back. Thank you so much to our sponsors. This is the time to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you are on time, you're in the live chat right now. Talk to us, baby. We love to chat with y'all. My name is JusCookie, aka Real Cookie, aka Big Cook, and Jamaica, and QB. Just QB. But anyway, we talking about worst dates, worst sex, best sex. And I'll go first. Who, child? Where do I begin? I
Which one
am
are you starting with?
girl. I'm just gonna start with the worst date because let's just go and get the ugly parts out the way. But I'll tell y'all, I am a serial first dater. I get buku first dates. It's the second dates we don't never really get to. Either it's me or it's them, and I know it ain't me. Okay, let's just put that out there. One of the dates I went on with this boy, I'll name the location if you're watching. I don't give a damn. Cooter Browns. We went to Cooter Browns on Carrollton by St. Charles. That's what I said. All the way up there. So I mean, and y'all remember I had a type at one time, child. I liked them pretty, the prettier the better. I like them pretty boys, but they don't always have everything right here. You know, God bless them with a curly top of hair.
You
So a
like them
nice
red boys, huh?
complexion. Girl, he was too. And then we get on the date, and 5 minutes into the date, this man talked about his ex so much. I wanted to call her and beg her to please take him back. Please take him back. The streets don't want him. Okay? Return to sender. He even said at one point, the woman I should be with. He said that. I was sitting right there. He was tearing up them oysters, raw oysters too. I didn't eat raw oysters at the time because he made them look so disgusting. So this is what I'm talking about, baby. If this is ringing a bell, this is the date about you. All right? So he talked about this woman, how they should be together, how they were supposed to have kids, and then turned to me with a mouthful of oyster, talking about, do I want kids? Not with you. Not with you. I don't want them. Not no kids with you. A lot of my worst dates experiences were men who were on the rebound. I didn't realize I was a rebound girl. I thought I was the it girl and I was an all that girl. Ego was heavy and large and in charge at this time. I thought it was all about me, baby. I'm not gonna lie. But I get there and find that I was a pawn in a lot of these people's acts, their books, whatever they wrote. I was a pawn. They used me to either make the girl jealous that they really truly wanted, or their exes. Like, I've been in a lot of those situations. I could write a book about it. Matter of fact, I did. Cooktails coming out soon.
My worst date experience. And you know how when you're in like junior high, high school, you have someone that you might like, but you never get a chance to talk to them. This is what happened. So this guy I used to like when I was way back in middle school or in junior high at Bell. And I used to be like, oh, he looked so good or whatever, whatever. I liked him. And he literally looked the same when we went on that date as he looked when I liked him 8 years before, probably 10 years before, however many. But whatever the case, we went on a date and I just knew it was going to be like this perfect day. We go to Miyako's. I love hibachi, so that was where I wanted to go. Now, anybody who knows me knows I love to eat. So as the food comes out, I'm eating the food. So I like my hibachi food hot. He put the rice, I eat the rice and finish the rice. He put the noodles, I eat the noodles and
So you
finish
don't
the
wait on
noodles.
everything to get
I
done.
don't wait on everything to
Oh,
get
girl.
done. I'm finished my food when everybody has
Got
gotten
their
there.
meat.
So I'm doing this, and I don't know if he got turned off or whatever, but he turned to me and he said, "You the only one with nothing on your plate."
Not mad because you ate your food.
Man, because I ate my food. Like when everybody like has their food on their plate and I'm finished, and I was like, "Yeah, I eat my food as it comes." But I could see that he got turned. Well, I felt like at least that he got turned off, which turned me off to him altogether. Because why are you even worried about how I'm eating my food? Like, what does it matter? So he finishes his food, and I had picked him up, so I was actually driving
I
because
picked
he
him
didn't
up.
have a car, and we go to bring him home. So that was like a turn off for me for the date. So I say, well, all right, well, let me give him a kiss as he's getting out the car, and this is gonna just be the measure of whether or not I like him. So we kissed, and I felt absolutely nothing. I was like, oh no, this is it for me. And we stopped kissing, and he's like, so what does mean? We go together? I'm like, no,
Baby,
that's
that
just a
kiss must
date.
was a juicy one, huh? Okay,
I'm
don't
like,
tell your business on the JusCookie show because we gonna hold it against you.
I'm like, we just went on a date. I'm gonna call you. So he got out the car, and after that, I never called him again because I felt like, first of all, you're judging how I eat. I eat. If anybody knows me,
Gonna eat.
when it comes to food, dinner at Roots Chris, my steak gonna be finished before yours. I guarantee you. But whatever. But that was my worst date. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
I just was like,
You just when you know, you know.
I knew it
And we're
wasn't the
not in a
one.
forced society, baby. They be thinking that this is the women holding on. It don't be the women. It don't be the women. But anyway, this one, we kind of courted or whatever for about 3 months. But at the time, I ain't had no business dating, and he ain't had no business dating either. I was broke as fuck. He was broke as fuck. He ain't had no car. I ain't had no car. But I didn't want to judge the man off of what he didn't have because I ain't have it either. But when I realized how comfortable my boy was riding that bus on a date. And I was so embarrassed. Why was I embarrassed? Because I was already catching the bus. So it ain't like you had it going on like that, where you just, this was a downgrade for you. But in my defense, I caught the bus for necessity. I caught the bus to work and places I needed to go. I ain't getting dressed up shy to go on no date, holding hands with no man. I knew in that moment this ain't gonna work for me.
Was the dude from New Orleans?
The boy was not from New Orleans, baby. So he was one of them people from a place that ain't used to driving and they used to public transportation. So it was the norm for him.
That's
so
probably
this
why.
is about you. Okay? This is about you if you watch. It's about you.
I love
the first time.
This is about you.
This is about you. Baby, I hope you think this story is about you. Because it is. But he was very rude. We went out for Chinese food. I love Chinese food. Love Chinese food. I ain't think nothing about the Chinese food being a broke person's dinner, but he did order for me. Didn't like that, but now I realize he was ordering within his budget type of thing. You feel me? I'm thinking he being assertive and being a man.
Oh no.
But my boy knew how much money he had, and I didn't see him leave no tip. But then when we went to kiss, I immediately felt like I had to throw up, like I was nauseous. That was the first date, okay? And it was horrible. The second date, y'all want to know where he took me at? Costco's for pizza. We had pizza at Costco. I cook it. The bar is under your foot now, baby. I understand dating where you are, but you're not freaking there.
This lasted for 3 months?
Girl, because we ain't have sex yet. Because you know me, I'm still hard-headed. The ego wants to know and wants to see it through. I got to see it through, my boy. I got to see it through. So I was in a real live courtship because we had so much in common. So great to talk to. So easy to be around. Great energy as far as that's concerned. But he was one of those people that I used to cringe when we were around other people. He was cringy. You feel me? He was very blunt. And again, the places where he's from, that's how they act. That's how they roll. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I give off an exterior like that too, because I did try to holler at him. I definitely did. I was driving somebody else's car at the time, and I was like, "Hey, you need a ride?" I didn't know he really needed a ride. I didn't know. I was just playing. You know, you be picking people up off of Frenchman Street. I picked him up off of Frenchman Street. I was like, say, Timberland boots. Look at me telling everything. You want to ride? He's like, yeah. And he hopped in. Me and my homegirl was like, Dad, you really need a ride. But I just went with it because I am an explorer of the Dora. I got to see it through. I got to see it through. And the spirit does not lie. Spirit been tried to warn me at the first kiss, and I was just like nauseous. But again, me at the bottom of the barrel of the time in my life, I was at rock bottom. In my opinion, I was at the rock bottom, but I didn't deserve the gravel, baby. I was tasting the gravel. And if you're listening, yes, this was about you, and it was a horrible experience. That's why you never heard from me no more. And at one time I seen you during COVID, and I act like I was talking to the Jehovah Witness. I wasn't talking to her for real, because as soon as you walked off, I scooted her away from me too. Ma'am, thank you for your services, but you did enough. Okay, bye-bye. So anyway, that wraps up the worst date. Now we got to talk about the best date. We're going to talk about the best date in just 2 seconds when we come right back. Y'all hold on, grab y'all champagne. I hope y'all are enjoying the show as we are telling y'all, because baby, this is some crazy stuff out here. We got to come right back and tell y'all about our best date experience, followed by our worst sex and best sex. We'll be right back after these messages. One more time for our sponsors: Grimaldi The Gallery, 10555 Lake Forest Avenue, Suite 9A. Did y'all check out the vibes, baby? It is high up in here. Call somebody and tell somebody that this is the place to be. All right, QB, this time I'm going to let you start, and you can tell everybody about your best dating experience.
All right. So can we go on a vacation as a best date? Can that be a best date?
Of course.
I would have to say that was one of the greatest experiences. I had like my first vacation in 2020.
Come on, 2020 was bringing on new things.
New things here in the pandemic.
Bay things. You feel me? And y'all was rocking my shirt, so you knew I was.
Oh yeah,
we sure did. Rocking food is my love language. Okay, I see y'all.
Look, she like called twins.
I did. I said, wait a minute. He out there. She out there. He got on a shirt. She got on a shirt. Shalom, Queen Lurker. Baby, I'm gonna catch you.
But I will say that was like the greatest, like a great experience for me going on a vacation, and we repeated it in 2021.
Okay.
So we went to Cali. Of course, that was like my first vacation. It was his first vacation. His first time to go to Cali and get to like really experience it on a tourism level. He wasn't going to perform for something or
Look
something.
at you telling
So
BT. It's okay.
so that will probably be the best date. Even though it's like 3-4 days, however many days we were out
No, y'all
there.
look like y'all had fun. I'm surprised you ain't come back with no little QB in there. Okay.
Ain't no QBs coming out of here.
You feel me?
Ain't no little QBs coming out of here.
FDK.
I'm a old hoe.
Well,
So
my
I'm not
best
having no
experiences are skulls and blows ago, child, because ain't nobody impressed me in a mighty long time. I'm sorry, not sorry. Y'all got to do better, baby. If you want Cookie to come up here and tell a story about you, give me something to talk about. Because mine too was a vacation, but it was years ago. And I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't California. It was Biloxi, child. But we went jet skiing, and that was
y'all
the
did
first.
some fun stuff.
It was literally before Katrina, so this is a really old story.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite dudes that I've dated. He always really treated me well. When he treated me well, because on the other side of the not treating me well, he was a complete, you know what. But when he wasn't in that mode, he was a complete gentleman, like so sweet, so attentive to everything. Like he did all the planning as far as the dating is concerned. I didn't do anything. I maybe I was selfish. I don't know. I've been called selfish again. So maybe that's my nature. I don't know. Maybe I like to be spoiled and soft girl era and queen and princessed out. Because that's what I'm used to. So I have had experience with that, and then later on, another guy did the same thing, similar, but we didn't go to Biloxi. The one trip we went on, I don't even want to talk about it because it's nothing to brag on. We went to Vegas, but it's nothing to brag on. Child, the man had a quarter once we got to Vegas, baby. I did not get pretty woman. I didn't get the shopping experience. I ain't get nothing. I ain't get nothing but a good time, and I guess that's all I was out there for at the end of the day. But I would have liked to come home with some parting gifts. You still owe me if you're watching. you owe me, big dog. Because like in his height of the relationship when it was good, he was a very generous giver as well. So literally the first date was our best date. And I don't know if it was game. It could have been on some narcissist stuff because that's what they like to do. They like to bait you in, baby. But you had me at hello, okay? Because it worked, okay? And I expected that type of treatment all of the time. And so when it wasn't there, of course I have my things to say about it, but whatever. It's neither here nor there, and it only goes up from here. So that's why the bar is over my head at this point because I have standards as well as boundaries. Like it's not just monetary gifts or physical, tangible gifts. It's intangible things that I appreciate as well, like time spent and just affection and all those great things count as well. But they got a little better when I got something to show for it. Y'all know I like my watches, my necklaces, I like to have my diamond earring. I like to have gifts. And that man provided me with gifts, but he didn't have nothing else going for itself as far as winning my heart. Like it was just a whole bunch of prices came with those pieces. You feel me? I paid for it back with my soul. All right, baby, we just not here.
Wasn't worth it.
It's never worth it when it's the only attribute. Okay,
Right.
so that's what people don't understand. Like if you're getting showered with gifts, what else is coming with those gifts? Are you at home lonely holding your gifts? You feel me? Because a lot of times it's manipulation. It's a form. It's a tact. Because when you're shallow, and I was a very shallow cookie, I tell y'all that all the time. I don't lie about my past. I was in it for what I was in it for, and it definitely bit me on the bottom. All right, so it wasn't worth it. Now we're gonna move on to our worst sex experience slash best sex experience. You want to start with the worst or the best?
I'm gonna start, and I'll start with the best.
Okay,
Because when I
best.
think about the worst, I can't really.
Baby,
You know what?
Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna start with the worst.
Let's do it. Let's do it to
So
it.
this is now for years, for years. I didn't. I like when I was young. I used to listen to Lil Kim, Foxy Brown.
Still do.
You know,
Still do. I'll just listen to Ain't No like the one I got.
I was listening to I Don't Want Tonight on my
Yeah.
way here, but
Okay.
the worst sexual experience I had. So when I was young, I listened to that and it just made me always be like, oh, I'm definitely getting head. You gonna have to eat my pussy. You gonna have to do that, cause like Lil Kim say, I don't want dick tonight.
Okay.
So I'm always listening to that. So my boyfriend at the time did it because of me saying that. And he didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
He didn't. So we
That's the
broke up.
worst, child.
We were together and we broke up. And we probably were split for like 2.5 years. And we slipped up and we had sex again. We were having sex again. So he went down to give me head. And I'm gonna say this was like 2008.
Telling on them. Yes, this is about you.
This was 2008. So he went down to give me head. And mind you, we were broken up for 2.5 years. So he was with somebody else. And he got up while he was giving me head and he ran to the kitchen and went and got some ice.
Not
And
ice.
came and went to try to give me head with the ice. I said, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Get up!
Ice.
You ain't used to do that when you used to give me head. Don't come doing no new shit you did with somebody else on me. Get up.
Not the
Get
ice.
up. I could not do it. That was the worst sexual experience. And ever since that, I didn't worry about getting head.
Cause he numbed it up. He broke it.
Because I was so fucked up mentally. In the head, I was like, I don't want head. I don't want head. I don't get head. I don't worry about getting head.
Girl,
Because of that.
stop lying.
I'm telling you the
Not
truth.
ice.
He went and got ice and what you doing? It's my exact response.
Baby, I have
That was
shared.
the worst experience because it really messed with me mentally.
No,
When it
ma'am.
fucks with you mentally, you know
That
it's
is.
a bad
That's a wrap.
experience.
Speaking of mentally, y'all know here at the Just Cookie Show, we promote therapy. Get you some. Everybody, get you some. Get you some.
At least I know where it started from.
In your business, you enjoy oral sex again,
I do enjoy oral sex again.
and nobody has ice cubed you since.
Nobody has ice cubed me since.
So my worst sexual experience comes from two people. Like it's I shared this story a long time ago when I wasn't really like sexually active like that. Only the person I had sex with at the time was my children's father. So this was the next person I had sex with. And then, I used to lie about who you have sex with, y'all, but I don't count you. You're not in my count, but you are in my memory. So what had happened was it had been so much anticipation building up towards it. We had liked each other for years. You feel me? Expectations followed. I went all out, y'all. The way I wear lingerie now, I didn't do that back then, but I went got me some lingerie. Me and my two best friends, we went got us some lingerie from Walmart. We do Walmart in the move. We went to Walmart, got the lingerie. We went got the hotel room. I did because I was a sugar mama back then. I keep telling y'all, baby, it was the dope, baby. That's why I tricked off. Got the room.
You must have been making that bank.
Baby, I always made that bread.
Sugar
You feel
mama,
me? I
play
was
that
always paid.
You gotta cue that Beyonce right here.
You feel me? Come sit on mama lap. Hey, you feel me? It's still in me. Y'all don't be deserving. Do something for it. Do something for it. I got you. So anyway, the room was candlelight down. You feel me? It was the moment. My boy was anticipating it too. And he was in a rush. Did you have somewhere to go? I now know he did because he borrowed his mama car to be there because she called my phone because I was the last person that had called their house and she was looking for a son because she was looking for a car. Mood killer. Mood killer.
So he came quick and got the
baby. I don't know what he did because I wasn't even there. All I can tell you is wasn't no real foreplay happening. And we were so young back then, like oral wasn't like all that. Like, we was special occasion. I guess that wasn't a special enough occasion because wasn't no oral. And that probably was the first problem. So anyway, when he got ready to do whatever men do to women, he was having a good time. And I was looking like Whitney Houston, girl, at the zoo. Because what you doing, baby? You ain't even in there. You ain't even in there. He was just doing it to the page.
Can't find the hole.
Not even trying to find the hole. Like if you used to cotton, soft, dry vagina because you didn't do nothing to me until I said you're not in there. Yeah, because at first he couldn't find a hole, and I was like, I.
Wow.
Okay. So it was horrible. It was over quickly.
You had to be young.
We were very young.
He must have been a virgin.
He was not. Somebody, you know what? I'm finna tell this man business. I'm finna go there. I'm finna go there. I'm finna go there. But just know the Jada Pinkett scene after she got that money from Nate, and then the boy didn't need the money no more, and she scrubbed her skin off. That was me. I was in the tub so long. My boy said, "Why you still in there? Like, is you all right?" I was just waiting on you to leave, and you still here. I don't understand why you still here. Sorry to that man. It was horrible. Okay, horrible. Wow. Changed the dynamics of our friendship, relationship, everything going forward because it was never the same. And what Drake said, I'm not Drake. It was fabulous. Nothing was the same. Nothing was the same. The end. My God, I have some stories. And the second worst experiences also came from that broke boy because we both was broke. And whenever you exchange energy, because that's what sex is exchanging energy, baby. Y'all become one in that moment. The minute it was over, and I'm talking about the minute it was over, he started complaining about his baby mama and how he couldn't see his child. So me being a baby mama with children, I went to probing. Okay, why you can't see her? You on court order? No. Why you can't see her now? You know, just went to telling all his problems and everything, and the math wasn't mathing, or the child, lived in his neighborhood, and it was no real excuse. You hung up on that woman and who she dated now, and you didn't remove yourself from your child's life. Yeah. And now I'm carrying a little piece of that energy for the rest of the day. Disgusted. We had walked to the grocery store and broke up on the way to the grocery store because I am a person who is opinionated and real. So I don't let people just tell me anything about anybody because people be lying. So when I disagreed with my boy, he basically said, "Watch my dust," and walked off and left me. I said, "Watch my dust." The end. Best sex. All of them been the best sex when I like them. Till the next person comes.
Not all of them.
Nope. But I remember my first best sexual experience. I'll start there. My first best sexual experience came after Katrina, believe it or not. And I had really good sex with the person that gave me the best date. Really good sex. But he wasn't the best because this was the first time ever in life that I called my mama to talk about some you know what. Okay?
I know you lied.
I ain't lying, baby, because my mama and my oldest sister grew up together because they not close in age. I'm not trying to diss you, but she's my mom's oldest daughter, and my mom had her when she was 15. So you know what I'm saying. They have a tighter relationship as far as being free to share because I don't know, maybe that's trauma that my older sister had to experience, the oversharing from my mom, but she never trickled that down to me, right? We didn't have that relationship where we were just so openly talking about sex. She told me nothing about it, child. I figured out stuff on my own. That's why I got pregnant so early, mom. But anyway, so what happened was I have a best friend still to this day. And she always shares her sexual experiences. Shout out to you, child. My God, my girl is a player, baby. My girl is a player from the Himalayas. If you read her Twitter, baby, my girl got stuff going on every week. And it's 2 and 3 of them, okay? 3 and 4, maybe. I don't damn know it. I'm not my place to tell her business. But all I know is she's shared with me some great sexual experiences that I just could not relate to. I couldn't relate to shooting up, like, you know, the word, I don't want to say it, like the water gun. You know how you
never squirted?
Never, child. Still to this day. Woo! Still to this day. Till this day, I never squirted.
I know you lied.
I'm not, baby. These men ain't did their job or something. Or I'm holding back. It could be me. But my first real coming of, you know, that part, because, you know, the sex be great when you're in love with these people, right? But once the energy fades and you're no longer in love with them, and then y'all try to have sex again, like you and your boy 2 years later, the energy don't be the same. It be like, oh, this what I was beating up bitches about? Because, baby, this is some regular degler, okay? Some regular degler, some Reggie. I want that loud. But anyway, this man and I were not in love with each other. And he actually I was very sexually attracted to this man. And this man was such a gentleman because he knew he was a player. I'll just use that word, the safe word, instead of the obvious word. And he didn't want to do it to me like he's been doing to those other women because he know once he fulfills his conquest or whatever, if he don't really rock with you like that, he don't really want you no more.
Right.
He tried to tell me. He did. He
Right.
held back and everything. But me, got to see it through. Always got to see it through. You feel me? So anyway, when I had reached that height with that man had me Spider-Man and up the wall, baby. I called my mama like, shh, Tune! Oh, Tune!
Not
Mama!
the first name.
Mama! Ma! You feel me? I like, I got to tell you
I got
about
a funny story too.
I said, let me tell you something, baby. I didn't not redeemed our last name because the heart, baby, was not pumping. Baby, I died. Baby, I died and came back and I died again. I died and then died again. I had never, I called my best friend. I was still at the house. Girl, you had never lied. But you know, I ain't reached that height still to where she reached. But I understand what she was talking about because I was not thrilled by sex. Like, sex was not my appetite. Like, these boys ain't make me really want it like the way that man hit. Baby, wanted it. You feel me? And it was what? And after that, he treated me like crap because he said he didn't really like people after he fucked them. And I learned that the hard way because we only did it twice. And you know, after 2 times we go together, so he cut me off. But then one time he saw me out and he said something sexually explicit to me and it turned me completely off because you don't get to talk to me like that. He was so cocky because he knew what he was working with. So he could afford to be cocky, but you can't afford to be cocky with a cockier person, okay? Because that's what I'm working with too, Pooh. You feel me? So after he tried to holler at me that third go round, and it just was on some arrogance, like, I know I put it down, so I know you coming with me. No, I'm not. Because that ain't the only thing that make the cookie go. You feel me? I need other stuff, and you wasn't provided. So, baby, you know, the jaw head got closed. The jaw head got closed.
So she said she's never squirted before.
I ain't never, ever.
I can honestly say right now I'm probably having the best sex of my life.
That explains it then.
Because
my girl is sprung.
Not sprung, but
sprang, baby.
Let me tell you, I've had partners before, and I've had what I thought was good sex.
Of course, always.
Good, and I'm in love because of the sex. The sex
mediocre. It's a mind thing. And I don't like it no more. I'll be like, what was I thinking?
But right now, I can honestly say I'm having the best sex of my life.
Come on.
And one thing that
y'all got a video?
Hey.
Let me see it.
Girl.
One of my friends sent me their sex tape. It's so nasty. You nasty bastard. It was good though. I liked it. Go ahead.
I'm still mad about my birthday sex tape disappearing a couple of years ago.
Not disappearing, but this is tea on the JusCookie show.
One thing that's probably made this experience like the best is like all the people who I've had before him, they never introduced toys. I've always been one that I was like, oh, I don't use toys because it presents a fake feeling. You're not gonna never be able to come from a man.
Child.
But baby, when I tell you,
tell us
you
girl.
need a toy. And you know they talk about the rolls.
It ain't the rolls.
It ain't the rolls.
Not the rolls.
Get you a bullet. So while he's penetrating and that bullet is on your clitoris.
Look at her. This is QB at the dog.
Hitting it from the back. You're going to squirt so much and so many times. You're going to be confused about what the fuck is going on.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all get that?
Bullet back.
Bullet.
And when I say from the back, you know what's the best from the back experience? Because of course you could be doggy style. But there's this position where you lay on your stomach.
Teach us.
While he's in you from the back.
Oh.
And you got the bullet on your clitoris.
Stop it.
Just going.
You know what? Chilling, get out the room. This is not a story for y'all.
I'm sorry. Was I saying too much?
Baby, you ain't said enough, child. I got to write this down. Hold on. Let me get my pen from Linda. The Venus Experience.
You're going to have the best sex that you ever had in your life. And then you're going to say, I got to thank QB After Dark.
That is good. Going forward, I need better sex. I gotta tell
I
better
done gave y'all
stories.
all the.
Welcome to the JusCookie Show every Monday night, 7 p.m. right here on arealcookie.com. Anyway, y'all, we are back for our last topic of tonight, and we're gonna have to go quick, child, because we been rolling on that text topic. We some thirsty hoes, huh? All and thirsty. But when you get a certain age, you want to talk about what you want to talk about.
Well, girl, you invited QB after dark, and you
I
like,
already
oh, we know
knew.
we gotta talk
But we
about
should have just
sex.
had this one topic on tonight and just kept expounding and expounding and expounding. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the thing that both of us are highly, highly complimented on. You have such a great presence, such a great vibe. I know you hear it all the damn time because it's just who you are. And I hear it all the time as well. It's actually one of my favorite compliments about my energy and what am I passing on, right? And I am an energy reader. So even when my energy is shifted and shaky and funky, I say it. I admit it right away. I say, you know what? It's not you, it's me. Let me go get my shit together because I don't want to give it to you. You feel me? So that's what we're talking about right now. The last topic of the night. Energy is contagious, and what type of energy are you passing along? So, when you walk into a room, do people look down, blow their breath, or do they smile with their eyes when they see you?
So I think it kind of depends for me. So I walk in and I look. I'm I walk in with my head up and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna speak because you're supposed to speak when you walk in a building.
Right.
So I walk in a party and it be some random people I don't know, but I'm gonna be like, "Hi everybody, how y'all doing?" You know, because if a party starts at 8, I'm gonna probably be there at 8. I'm gonna walk in and say, "How y'all doing?" You know, so a lot of times people will look up if I'm somewhere where it's somebody who don't like me, because there's a lot of people that just
That's their own problem. That's their own thing.
it's them, it's not
It's
you,
something that you embody and
right?
possess,
They'll
most
walk
likely your
in
energy
and see
that they
you,
wish that they
and
had on their own.
they turn away.
That's a personal
But
problem.
it's a personal problem.
Got nothing to do with you.
It's never you. That's one thing you always gotta know. It's never you.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Because like me, I read the room and I've gone in rooms where everybody is not receptive of the vibes, but they don't play on me. You feel me? They'll still greet me, even if I know the energy that they're giving is stale and phony or standoffish. Because sometimes I have standoffish energy too, because I've already surveyed the room. I'm like, ugh, this person's here. This person is here. But I don't just say, ew, this person is here with my body. I am a jack of all trades at the most part. Baby could play it off, but I don't like to be in an environment where I have to play it off. So you may see me on an instance, but you won't see me again.
So in that instance, what I'll do if it's somebody in there that I know is going to have a negative energy towards me, I might be like, oh, look who's here.
And adjust.
I'll adjust, but I'm still gonna be me.
Matter of fact, do you do like how I do? Because since we have a lot of twin energy, it's like those moments turn me up.
That's what I was about to say. That's
Those
why I
moments
say
turn me.
I'm
When I
still
see
gonna
a bitch,
be
I'm
me.
pissing off. I might turn the volume all the fucking way.
That's why I said I'm still gonna be me, because if we're at a party and I walk in and I see somebody I know has an issue with me, because I don't
Turn
have
it
an
up.
issue with nobody.
Nobody,
I've
baby.
heard
Y'all ain't
people
that
say
important.
all kind of stuff about me. I didn't have a word to say about them. But one thing they'll say, oh, she's unpolished. My nails aren't done. Nope. You know the job I work? They're gonna break if I get my nails done.
Girl, you
I'm
don't
not
need
gonna
all
get them
that.
done.
You have a natural vibe.
But this is
And
my
you don't try
point.
to keep up.
Somebody will say she's unpolished. Okay, you think I'm unpolished, but I'm me. When I walk in, you have a problem to say she's unpolished. Why I gotta be polished? Because my nails
Because they
aren't
have
done.
an image to keep up, a
So
persona to keep up. And you're a real person. And people who are usually real, like myself, a real cookie, fake people don't gravitate to.
so if I know somebody that's there that has an issue with me, it's gonna make me turn up. I'm gonna be doing me. Because anybody knows me knows I'm the queen of cut up.
Okay?
But
That's her name.
when
Cut up with a
I
Q.
know somebody who in there who got an issue with me,
I do the same. Stop it.
I'm
Stop
really
it.
gonna cut up.
I think that's just a us thing then, because I don't try to blind people with my light. I don't, because your light is going to trigger a lot of unhealed people. That's just what it is. It's not a cliche saying, it's a real thing. They see something in you that they wish they had in themselves,
That's
and then
exactly
they
what it
treat you
is.
like ill. She thinks she did. She thinks you didn't know, baby. You
You
think
think
I'm
I'm
that.
that.
I know I'm this and that, but I don't go around wearing it on a collar saying, hey, I'm this and I'm that.
That's exactly
The
it.
vibes just are what they are.
That's it.
I don't need a clique. You feel me? I can go anywhere by myself.
Me too.
I don't need a facade. I don't need an image. I don't need this long ass these braids, but I got them, bitch, because I like them. And that's just who I am. And I'm not trying to be better than you. I'm trying to be better than the yesterday version of me. Like, how can I shit on Big Cook today?
We never compare or compete.
It ain't never been a thing where I ask anybody, what are you wearing to an event? I never ask people what they're wearing. When I'm around a person and they ask me what I'm wearing, I start going, oh my God. I start sinking in my seat a little bit, because here it come. And I knew it was coming. At some point, people be trying to really keep up.
It's so crazy that you say that, because like one of my friends, I love this girl so much. We never compete. We don't care. She could be dressed up with her heels on, and I could be I'm wearing my tennis mode.
Because that's you.
But we're never going to be like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? I'm
Don't
wearing
ask me
this.
what I'm
I'm
wearing.
wearing that.
Don't ask me what I'm
Like,
wearing.
we have been friends since we were 15. And we became friends because we both saw how we are. Like, I came to school, my first day of school, I went to school in some Fendi belt with some Fendi Mary Janes. And she was like, oh, she fly. And I'm looking at her the same way, because she had a Moschino belt with
Come
her
on,
with
name
some
brand. You
oh,
ain't had no name
I
brand.
went to
I
Kennedy,
was
baby.
poor.
We was a fashion show. It was a
Okay.
fashion show. You had to have name brand. And both of us saw, oh, that's a fly bitch. And we clicked. So me and her have been friends since we were 15. Never competed with each other. We both know we have our styles, and we both know we have other friends. So whenever I don't feel the energy coming from her other friends, I just let her be with her friends, and I be like, she gotta just see. She recently hit me up and was like, yeah, because I don't fuck with this one no more, because of what you wearing. Because you be doing the most.
You know how many
You
times
my
I've heard
friend.
that?
How am I doing the most?
What Charlene said? Why you ain't doing enough? I'm doing too much. Why you ain't doing enough?
But why are you even comparing what you do to what I do?
I don't like it. Immediate red flag in friendships. Immediate red flag for me.
I can
And if we're not friends today, that's probably why. Because you want to compare and contrast. And Big Cook really moves off of my own energy, however I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm overdressed for the setting. It doesn't matter. That's what my mind was on. Sometimes I'm underdressed because I've let somebody get to me and make me feel like I need to shrink to be in this environment. And I no longer shrink to be in environments. I don't go to environments where I have to be small or unbecome, baby. This is what I am.
You just be.
This
For
is what
me,
I
I'ma
am.
just be me. If I want to wear tennis this day, I'ma wear tennis. And it's so crazy because I didn't wear tennis like talking about it. If you saw me, I had on heels. Shawniece was coming in some heels. She got her heels on. We used
Okay.
to hang out at Willie's. I used to go to Willie's in heels. Like,
I always wear heels. If I have on flats, it's because I don't really even have flats. Like stuff for house slippers or something. But I'll wear them out if that's my mood. Because everything for me is based off of how I feel in that moment. I might wear a floor length
that's
mink.
the thing. How you feel in that
Baby,
moment?
sometimes I feel like wealth. I feel like wealth all the time. Actually, I'm trans wealthy. I identify as rich. Okay.
Okay, let's
So I'm
go.
gonna always feel like I'm, doing the most because I am the most. Like I feel, and it's not to take away from people. I don't. All I do is pass on good energy. You can ask about me. I over compliment. And I am very intentional about being a good person. I am very intentional about leaving a good impression, and not because I'm trying to do so, but because I've set my mind to how I want to be as a person. Like if you die today, God forbid, what people gonna be saying about you?
I hope good
I've
things.
seen people who've died this life, and nobody gave a fuck. They didn't mourn. You didn't see a lot of rest in pieces. You ain't see nothing about this person because that person didn't leave a good impression. He didn't leave a good mark on this life. What changed me around is when I got into writing, and I've always been a writer. But when I was intentional about writing my book, and I was like writing about these different persons and these different characters, and I was like, anybody could write a book about me. I'm not the best person in everybody's book. I'm not the best person in my own book, believe it or not. But at the end of the day, I'm like, what would I want people to say about me in their fucking book? But I want them to say, oh, she's a bitch who's terrible? No, I wouldn't. So I don't intentionally be a bitch to people. Can I be? Absolutely. Absolutely, I can be. But it's not my goal to be the villain in your story. Now, some of y'all who's villain in the story, I am. It just is what it is. I can't take it back. I can just move forward and be better going forward. I'm the villain. Make me look good as the villain. Make sure you say she look good. Okay, don't make me ugly in your story. Okay, because you know I'm not ugly.
They gonna put that big pimple on your
Then they gonna
nose,
have me some
girl.
ugly like Ursula in the damn mermaid and shit. And Ursula was a beautiful woman in real life, but whoever told the tale tells the tale. You feel what I'm saying? Speaking of tales, Cook Tales is coming out, and if you don't like your character in the book, baby, be a better character. That's all I can say. Write your own book. This is my story.
I should have made it in Cook Life earlier. She probably would have had a Cook tale about me.
Girl, I mean, you know, I got volumes. The Cook Tale is a volume-based story, and the last one probably come from my children, which that's what I thought about when I was writing about my own parents. I was like, hold up, how are you as a parent, girl? Because these children can write a book about you. So I just like switch gears in that moment. I don't want to be an awful parent in my children's book.
The parent tale is a tale in
itself.
itself.
Man, that's what the Chronicles of a Broken Cookie that I never released. The whole book is about really before I got here, because the makings of me came from people before me. Before I got here, I was already going to be who I was going to be because of where I come from. And the tale is a tale, baby. I'm talking about I come from pimps and hoes. And that's one of my sayings that I say, you're either pimping or you're hoeing. You feel what I'm saying? It's one or the other. And you can have a good life on both. Hoeing is a lot of work now. Don't get me wrong, child. I trust with a J. Pimp hand strong. Pimp hand is strong. But I'm just saying, you either pimping or you're hoeing. Right. And everybody has a tail, and everybody has a good side and a bad side. It's just depending on what side of the coin you're on, and that's it. And sometimes it's universal. Like it changes up. But I think we had a really good show tonight. I'm so glad that you came.
I loved it.
I'm so glad that you came and been a part of the JusCookie show. Any shout outs or anybody you want to thank or anything you want to say in this moment, feel free to do so. This is your time to shine, my girl.
All right. I am so glad to be a guest here today on the JusCookie show. Y'all, if y'all would follow me, Shawniece QB on everything. Follow QB After Dark, shop QBAfterDark.com. I do deliveries locally. If you want me to deliver locally to you, I can. Thank you again, Cookie.
You're very welcome, girl.
I am so glad to be here. It was a great experience, and I would love to be a reoccurring guest, y'all. If y'all would like it, say bring her back, and I got some hotels.
If y'all want to see QB on the show
bring
again,
me back and
y'all gotta comment and say QB. Okay.
That's because we vibe.
Because we really like
twins. That's my twin, y'all.
Yeah, feel me. Thanks for coming through in the clutch. I really appreciate you. Thanks for my gift. And I got you a bottle as well.
Champagne Light.
Sponsor us.
Champagne Light.
Sponsor us, baby. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. All right, we'll be right back after this quick break. We're going to give y'all some gems from the cookie jar. I'm your girl, JusCookie, aka Real Cookie, aka Big Cook, aka Jamaica. Look how long my hair. Back. And before we close out and wrap up, I want to thank our sponsors one more time. Grimaldi the Gallery, 10555 Lake Forest Avenue, as y'all can see behind me. Fashion Slut, the slutty brand, as well as the Grimaldi, the green dog. Y'all follow the sign. Suite 9A. Come shop, come support. Brandy will be a guest next week. We will not. But anyway, this is what I want to give y'all on tonight. This is week 3, episode 3. Do not put all of your cookies in one jar, please. When you are dating, please make sure you are weighing out all of your options, because the last thing you want to do is fall for somebody and then somebody better comes along, because that is a thing. Because you've settled, and we don't settle on the JusCookie show. We actually practice healthy relationships. How do you know if this is the only person that you're dealing with? And now I'm not promoting cheating, because you're not cheating when you're single, baby. It's not cheating when you're single. You have to date and get to know each other first on a platonic level before y'all start having sex. The moment y'all start having sex, the energies become conflicted. Y'all have exchanged energies. And now, how do you know that this is a real person or this is a real thing? Because now this person could just be mirroring what you are embodying, which is greatness. Okay. And if you're watching this show, I already know you're embodying greatness. So just be careful, because they have predators out there that will try to suck and siphon your energy. And we don't give away our energy here on the JusCookie Show. We ration it out, right? We are in control of our destiny. So I'm just saying, give yourself the best opportunity possible when dating. Healthy dating is multiple dating. You ain't got to be a player or a H word or whatever they consider people who see more than one person. It is healthy to get to know people on multiple levels before you go making a decision that is going to alter your life and change the direction and where you're going now. Because right now we promote whole selves, right? But in the event that you allow somebody into your space, you have to be very careful of the energy that you're allowing in. And always trust your gut. Trust your gut, baby. That's that little bitty stomach feeling. Sometimes it's nausea in your throat. Whatever the case is, trust it, because the energy does not lie. If something is off, it's because it's off. It's not because you're projecting. Don't let yourself talk yourself into something and then you later regret it. Okay? That's all I have for y'all on tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the JusCookie Show. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure to follow my guest on tonight, QB After Dark, Shawniece QB. I'll give y'all all her information below. Shout out and show love. Again, I told y'all this is a Black woman brand. We support Black women. We support Black men, but we support all of us. You know, it's one band, one sound right here on the JusCookie Show. So there's a Black man business that want to be supported, advertise, or sponsor the show, hit us up at info@arealcookie.com. Subject line, I want to support you because I'm a Black man and you a Black woman and we got to stick together. That's been my show for tonight. Love y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. See y'all right here next Monday, same time, 7 p.m. on arealcookie.com, because we will be up by then. Or you can continue to check us out on youtube.com/arealcookie. I'm your girl. Peace.